Welcome back, YouTube Fragrance family. Thanks for joining me here on my channel, Steven Sturgill. Once again, guys, we're looking at a tobacco-based scent, this time from House of Elizabeth and James. This is part of their Nirvana series, I believe, and this one is Amethyst. I think Nirvana comes in 3 different colors. I think there's a black, a white, and there's this sort of deep grape or purple. This is a 100 ml, so I think you can get these guys on online discounters for as little as about $45 to $55. Pretty cheap for 100 ml. Now this bottle is absolutely, I think, one of the best in the industry. It's just really well designed. I don't have small hands, but you can still get a sense of how wide this bottle is. It's much wider than industry standard bottles, or at least a bit wider. Quite thin. Beautiful gold plating. You can see through the top. Obviously, it's transparent. Gold cap. Really good sprayer. Let's see, where is the hole? There's the nozzle. Unfortunately, guys, the scent is nowhere near as classy or as good as this bottle. So let's get into it. It's not terrible, but it has some terrible shortcomings, and we're going to get into it here. So let me raise my, oops, wrong window. Wrong browser. Here we go, bear with me a second. I had to restart the computer to resync my camera. Okay, I think that's still the wrong browser. What is going on here? Okay, here we go. Now this fragrance dropped back in when was it? 2017. So it's only a year old. This is supposed to have pipe tobacco, honeysuckle, some kind of spices, whatever that means. Could be nutmeg, could be allspice, could be a little bit of cinnamon, could be a little bit of pepper, and cedarwood. And that sounds real good. Check, no problem. The problem is, guys, there's a few. Where do I start? I've got it on this hand. I've already sprayed 4 big blasts, and I've let it dry down just a bit. Number one, far and away the biggest problem with this fragrance, it has no power whatsoever. This goes on, I'm not kidding, with less conviction than the effusive presence of your average suntan lotion. You know, if you ever rubbed, like, I don't know if it's a Tahitian, whatever it is, or golden, whatever. You know, they all give off that strong, spicy coconut vibe. Those smell a lot stronger than this does. This, I have to basically put this literally up to my nostrils to detect it. And even then, it's not the easiest thing in the world to immediately smell. But you do smell it. So let's get into what the smell is. If you go real heavy, there is an initial alcoholic blast, which will die down very quickly. And if you put too much on too fast, there is a strange cigarette ash, if you will. There's a strange essence of tobacco with cigarette ash just right there up in your nostrils, and that's not very pleasant. But that dies down after about the first 2 to 5 minutes, give or take. Depends on your sensitivity and how much you spray on. For sure, within the first 8 to 10 minutes, it's going to get much creamier, and you'll get more of a sense of a very light golden brown tobacco. Fairly sweet. I think it's the honeysuckle and the spices going to work. The cedar gives a strange little peppery, spicy woodiness to the smell, but it's so light and creamy, and really the whole scent is just uber light. It's fairly transparent. This really, guys, is nothing more than a skin scent. And I'm being kind when I say that. It's almost a semi-non-existent skin scent. I mean, it's there, but to my preferences and sensibilities and how I can easily, or not so easily apparently, smell scents, this has so little effusion going on. It just almost zero projection. Longevity, I would say about 4 to 6 hours, and if you get anything past 5.5 hours, you count yourself lucky, because I really didn't get much past 5.5, and even then I was kind of like mentally saying, yeah, I kind of smell it, but I'm not really sure in retrospect how much I actually smelled by that point. I think with this kind of fragrance, guys, I think 4 hours is about the realistic max you're going to get if you're looking for any kind of projection or whatever, however you want to say it, coverage. Rather, not projection, because that's long gone, but coverage, if you will. This could be interesting if used as a base or to blend something else. By itself, also, I find that the scent is... it's not that it's monochromatic, it's that it's got so little going on with it. I mean, there's a couple of different notes in here, but that's it. Literally, there's nothing else going on. It's a very, very boring, inoffensive scent, and I honestly doubt if anyone is going to smell this on you, if they're not right up on you, literally, like giving you a hug, I doubt they'll smell it on you. And if they do, wow, they've got an incredible nose. Yeah, that's all I can say on this, guys. Very underwhelming. Beautiful bottle. It's a shame that the juice doesn't match the gorgeous production of the bottle. If they'd gotten a better nose to work on this, it could have been absolutely magnificent. I kind of see where they wanted to go with this, and it is a very interesting take on a tobacco-based scent. So if you're watching Elizabeth and James Olsen sisters, here's what I would do. Please go back to the drawing board. You guys have a beautiful line going. These are gorgeous bottles, no doubt. Some of the best in the industry. And this is a really, really great idea. But you need to spice it up and jazz it up. Bring a lot more tobacco to the forefront. I would use a mixture of like tobacco leaf, some kind of foreign tobacco possibly, and tobacco absolute or assoluto. I would jazz up the honeysuckle. I would add a little bit more, possibly cinnamon, pink pepper, dash of vanilla, dash of honey, dash of amber. Maybe a little something smoky in there, just a little bit. Maybe 1 or 2 other florals, and I would call it a day. That's what I would recommend. And I think you guys would have a runaway smash hit in the world of niche and designer fragrances. Absolutely. This isn't terrible. I'm not trying to say that, but it's very underwhelming, and it's so freaking underpowered that it would be like someone releasing a new sports car and it goes 0 to 60 in 15 seconds. That's how underwhelming this is. And its top speed would be like 100 miles per hour. And it's a sports car. It's so missing the bar that it kind of set for itself to a point. But it's well loved in Fragrantica. You can get on there and check it out. I mean, it has a very decent vote level of about 4 stars or 4.0 nearly. I wouldn't personally, as it is constructed right now, there's no way in Hades I would put this past about a 2.2, 2.4 maybe. Just because of primarily performance issues and the fact that it's almost a nothing burger of a scent. and it does not accomplish what it sets out to do. It can and should be so much more. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I'm kind of just venting at this point. Sorry about that. That's gonna do it. Buyer beware. You've been warned. Gorgeous bottle, pretty cool line. Maybe the other ones are better. I haven't tried the other ones, and these are, I believe, unisex. Some sites have them mislisted as women only, but I'm pretty sure they're all unisex, or at least a couple of them are unisex. Anyways, thanks for joining me. If you like, please subscribe. Click the bell for future updates. Spray often, spray well, and live life on your terms, not someone else's, guys. Peace out. Love you.